What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Judith Plains Montana for the $10 million challenge. I hope y'all are doing well. So in this one, we need to plant canola, and we also need to plant the barley and the wheat. However, I have a small problem. I know in the last episode we ended on me saying that we were going to plant canola in this episode. We still will, but I think we have to, because remember when I said back a couple episodes back that we need to plant in April? I think we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have, if we do that, we'll have a lot less wait time on our crops. And I think that's the play we do. The problem is October is coming up quick, meaning the cotton is almost ready. So the other problem is we only have $23,000 in the bank. We don't have enough money to harvest our cotton, pretty much is the problem. However, we could probably sell some goods. Looks like dry corn is tanking right now. We would lose $100,000 if we did that. The only other option that I could see is more or less looking at contracts, but the contracts don't have anything either. So pretty much this is the issue. We have this harvester, which is on the cheaper side. It's a mod on ModHub. Instead of it being $485,000, it's actually $299,000. And the lease cost is $15,000, which is over half of what we have left. I think we take out, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy. Y'all are going to think I'm absolutely crazy, and I think Dave Ramsey would hop in here and tell me how stupid I am. However, I think we do this, get it on a 10.5 meter, and then loan out $1 million. I don't see any other way, honestly, to get the cotton out of the field. We're going to go ahead and go to October just to see, because maybe things are in our favor, but I don't I don't suspect it is. So let's go ahead and press on to October, because we are not planting canola this month. We are going to wait until April, and we're going to do all of our planting in April, and that's what we'll do. Because I see it as a better, what do you want to call it, planting schedule than planting in the fall and waiting all the way until summer to harvest. It doesn't really make sense. So, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and press on to September, and we'll take a look at this corn prices. I really hope the corn prices are good. I also went ahead and looked at the TMR. TMR, we had about 550,000 liters of TMR. I went ahead and put about 200,000 liters into the water buffalo pens. So hopefully that keeps them fed for a good while. All right, let's check let's check the dry corn prices. Dry corn. There we go. It is at the bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. It is the worst right now. And it's going to be even worse in October. Yikes. Okay. It looks like we have goat cheese that we could sell in October, which is only 15 grand, but it's something. A little bit of buffalo motts and a little bit of buffalo milk, maybe. We actually have buffalo milk. I don't know why it's not showing here. Yeah, we have 11,000 liters actually. And we have 3,500 eggs. And we have 3,000 liters of goat milk. So I don't know why that's not showing right now, actually. Show all? There we go. We can sell this. Oh, you can on this map. You can't sell buffalo milk outright. You have to put it into, because I bought the only dairy on the map. Okay. Because that would have been beneficial. Well, yeah, I think you know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to send it. Finances. Borrow to $1 million. Which is a lot. It's a big loan. Huge loan. But we're going to do it. And we're going to pay it back really quickly. Once we get all these, this is the first thing that's going to get paid off. Like I said, Dave Ramsey would not be very happy with me right now. Alright, we have $1 million. We're going to loan the full $1 million. There we go. We loaned out a full $1 million. So, we are going to go ahead and do this. Nothing else, just this. That way we can have at least something. I think we stay with the twin wheels. We stay with everything that's already on it. We can upgrade this or update it later on. But let's go ahead and buy this. Oh, that hurts, man. That really hurts. I don't like doing that. I do not like taking out that big of a loan. Usually, for me, even in my personal playthroughs, I don't usually get my loans any higher than like 500,000. Because after that, it kind of becomes a pain to pay off. But if we attack the loan, we should be okay. And we have to attack it hard. But we're going to be... Next year is going to be a good year. We're going to be planting on the right time schedule. We're going to have a year's worth of product to sell. So I think we'll be okay. But I'm kind of glad we have this harvester here. We should have went the other way. I'm kind of glad we have this harvester though. 10 meters. And y'all will see it whenever during harvest season, but... And I haven't even used this yet. But it's a nice harvester. This thing's really nice. We'll get out and take a look at it at the farm. Alright, we're going to leave this big beast of a machine parked right here. We're going to get out and take a look at this thing. Well, let's get back in it. Let's fully unfold it. This thing is massive. Look at that. This thing is actually really big. 10 meter working width on a cotton harvester. That's going to make things fly by. This is actually kind of cool. Corn's looking good too. Nice and tall. Alright, yeah, we're going to leave this big machine right here. We're going to fold it back up and get it into the driveway there, and then we're going to press on to October and probably harvest cotton at that point. Alright, the loan interest is only $3,333, which is a weird number, but it is what it is. That's not terrible. I mean, if I did a mod with leasing, I know there's a leasing mod, a more realistic leasing mod that we could have done, but I'm good. But anyways, let's check on the animals right quick. So they went through 200,000 liters of 200,000 liters worth of food in just 2 months. That's a lot of food, y'all. And the dairy is almost out of buffalo milk. Okay. And it still has a lot of goat milk to go through. Let's see. Time saving stock check says that obviously right now is the best time for buffalo moths, but I don't think we wait. I think we wait until the next year. The only downside to us doing milk is we can't sell it as is. Which kind of, unless we sell the dairy and then buy another dairy, if that makes sense. So construct our own. We would sell that dairy, construct our own, make our own buffalo mozzarella on the farm, just like we used to, and goat milk as well. That would be the only way to fix that, more or less. So let's hop over, let's double check, see if this cotton's ready to go. Yep, it is. So we're gonna hop in this harvester, and we're gonna get right on to this, because I'm actually very excited to use this machine. I'm so glad I found this. This is on ModHub, I'm pretty sure. I love it. so far. I haven't even tried it yet, and I love it. The only problem is it is a round baler, so. But we are harvesting cotton with a 10 meter working width, which it looks weird, doesn't it? Like, normally you don't harvest like this as far as cotton goes. We're getting a pretty good yield though. Looks like 97% in the low area. I think we're gonna get a lot because we already have almost half a bale. Well, that's in the pre-chamber, so I don't know. Turn on automatic drop. Let's do that. Yeah, turn on automatic drop. So I think the pre-chamber allows you to keep working as the next bale is getting ready, if that makes sense. So we're about to find that out here in a minute. Oh, I see. Okay. So the pre-chamber isn't a full bale. That doesn't make sense. So you fill up the pre-chamber to fill up the bale chamber. Why don't you just fill up the bale chamber? I don't know. Well, it's not my machine. This is a John Deere's machine. But I like it. If this is a real machine, I'm 99% sure it's a real machine. This must have been a game changer when it came out for cotton. Making harvests just that much quicker. Because my actual goal for this is to have 2 of these. And this size of a field wouldn't take very long at all. I mean, it's not going to take us long to do this anyways, but I mean, imagine 2, like if you have 2 cases with 5 meter widths, you're working like this, basically. You're doing this. So realistically, it's actually not a bad deal, because if the game, the non-modded case cotton harvester is about 5 meters, that's 2, and you need 2 of those to make a 10 meter width. So at $485,000, you're better off buying this. Just one of these, really. But all right, we're gonna knock this cotton out. This is about to be a lot of fun for me. Remember, I expected 200,000. I didn't see any comments on guessing, so I'm gonna roll with everybody guessed 200,000. And we're gonna roll with it because we're getting 121% yield in the highest areas, which is the entire field minus a couple corners. I think we're gonna get 200,000 liters. All right, I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Alright, we're almost done with this field. We got a few passes left. I think 200,000 was a little optimistic. We're at 7 bales, which equates to 70,000 liters at the moment, which isn't bad. But I really feel like I'm corn harvesting right now with this 10.5 meter header. So this mod is on Mod Hub. It is John Deere CS770. You can find it on Mod Hub. I'm enjoying this harvester a lot. But we do have to get this done pretty quickly. We need to go on to November because that corn over is going to be just almost perfect for us to chop up and get it into silage. We are completely out of silage in our TMR production. However, the TMR production has like 350,000 liters of TMR. And so we're running low on hay, but at the same time we're not, because we have 200,000 in the TMR production, and then we have another 300,000 in the hay ventilation. So it's leveling itself out. We got a lot of straw, but the only issue is those water buffaloes are hungry. I mean, in 2 months they went through 200,000 liters of TMR, which is so much. That is so much food. So we're gonna stay on top of that. We're gonna stay on top of the corn, stay on top of the hay, because the hay is also for the goats. The goats are producing fine, as is. However, I want them to be producing at max, so that way we can fill up the dairy. And we'll probably end up buying this field over here, field 50, and turning it into like a storage field where we have our bale storage, we have the pallet storage, we have all the product storage more or less that we could ever want. And extra places to put equipment because our farm's already kind of running low on space. Not terribly, but it's getting there. So, but yeah, we're going to get this knocked out. We only got a couple more passes to go and then we should be done. We're almost at our 8th bale. Like I said, I don't see why we're not going to get 100,000 at least out of this, which is a great start for our spinnery. All right, we are all done with the cotton harvest. 113,000 liters total. So we had 11 bales, and then that 12th bale is a partial. So not bad at all. Even if it wasn't 200,000, I'm still perfectly okay with 113,000 liters. This spinnery only holds, it holds 900,000 liters. And so we're not even going to be a quarter filled on that spinnery. So I don't know how long the cotton is actually going to last. I hope it lasts a good while, at least until the next harvest at a minimum. But for cotton, I'm actually eyeballing this field over here. So this one's 22 acres. This one's 26 acres. I guess we would probably end up with like 150,000 instead. I don't feel like that's really worth it. I am eyeballing that field though for something. I just don't know what yet. But yeah, we have a nice harvester now, which I'm very happy about. I love this harvester. Again, it just feels like it doesn't feel like I'm cotton harvesting. It feels like I'm actually corn harvesting, which is really nice. The other problem is I don't know where to park this thing. We have our big John Deere tractor in this bay. We are getting rid of that bale trailer. So actually let's go ahead and do that. Let's sell our bale, because remember I said we were going to go ahead and do square bales from now on. So we'll do that. We're going to sell this guy. And we're going to sell the bale, the round baler. And then we'll move this into this bay. And then we'll move the cotton harvester into the other bay. That way our big equipment's in our big shed. And we don't have to leave it outside for any reason. Alright. It's a full John Deere. Well, no, that's a Fendt. Never mind. I thought we had a Fendt. I thought we had a John Deere forage harvester. All right, let's swing this in there, and we're gonna press on to November. We need to get the corn silage done. Oh no, this ain't gonna fit, is it? Nope. Oh, yep, nope. Okay, so that one's gonna have to go into the big door. And I wonder if the actual combine harvester can fit through this door. It should be able to. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let's see. Swing it around here. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Maybe, maybe not. We might have a header problem then, if that's the case. Oof. Oh no, we still got room on that side. It's just really tight. Yeah. Just very tight. That's fine. Yeah, that'll do. So, we'll close these doors up. Move that guy over to this bay. Then we'll move on to November. Yeah, it's a bit tight in here, but it works. We're gonna have to worry about getting that forage harvester out here in a minute, but that should be fine. Before we move on to November, we need to feed these water buffalo. We can't let them go dry, which I think they are actually. Oh, they're almost dry. Yeah, we gotta get them fed like right now. And before we do our, actually we have plenty of time in October. We're gonna go ahead and change my mind. I change my mind all the time. We're gonna feed these water buffalo, and then we're gonna take the buffalo milk and go put it in the dairy. And we might, no, nah. We still need to get a flatbed, so I might end up buying a flatbed and taking the goat's milk up to the dairy as well. We still don't have very many chickens in the grand scheme of things. Our chicken pen holds like 1,250 chickens. That's what it holds. And we only have like 300, so we're not actually getting very many eggs at the moment, but we will be. So we need that flatbed very soon, because our product is going to start becoming a problem. Not a problem, it's a good problem to have, but the problem is going to be transportation. Also, I did fix the little collision bug in this shed. I had to actually level out that back end over there a little farther out, and it works out. So I'll show you right now, because the very first time we did this, the tractor ended up getting caught on some invisible collision like right there, but we couldn't get out. We couldn't keep going straight like this way. And so once this is unloaded, I'll show you that. All right, so if I pull forward, I should be able to go straight through. Yep. So a while back, it was getting caught on something. I might have to go a little farther, but it was getting caught on something invisible, and I didn't know what it was. And turns out it was just because of how it was being softened, or it wasn't fully level. And as long as you're like dead straight, you should be okay. Yep, there it goes. So I think we still back into this because it's kind of complicated to get in and out of. Just for the ease of it. But I'm going to fill this up, and then we're going to take the buffalo milk on down to the dairy. Yeah, I was not thinking whenever I passed up the store. Alright, so we're at the store now. And we got the buffalo milk delivered as well. So, and they're fed, which is really good. Now we got to find the trailer. We have $166,000. We had a little bit left over from our loan, and then we have money from the baler and the trailer as well for that. So I'm thinking we go for the biggest one, this one here. Or we go for this one, which this one is fine too. I think it's just as big, right? I think it's cheaper actually. Extension. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, you lay out the extension and you can put an extra whatever. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that. All right, cool. We're going to buy this one. And we're going to get these. I don't know how many cotton bales it can fit, but I'm assuming only 2. If it can hold 2, that's actually just fine. Because for the square baler, or the rectangle baler, cotton bales, those trailers can only hold 2 at a time as well. So it kind of works out. Yeah, let's go pick up these cotton bales right quick, get them to the spinnery, and get the spinnery rolling. And then we'll double check everything and make sure that we're good to move on to November. We should be, but I just want to double check and make sure that we're not missing anything. Alright, looks like we're full. We have 5 bales on, so that works out. That's a lot more than I thought it was actually going to hold. We'd have the partial on here as well, so not bad. It shouldn't take too long to get over to the spinnery then. If you've watched up to this point, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. It tells me you really like this content. Also hit that like button if you're enjoying this video. But we're going to get this to the spinnery right quick, and then we're going to get that thing started. And hopefully we'll have some good income in the next year. That's the plan. This is year 1 for this one. So we're not too far in. I think we're done for the first year. And so we're on our 2nd year. And we're already getting things going pretty good, so this isn't going to take much time at all. Alright, we got all the cotton here. I went ahead and threw the extra bales on top of the trailer. So now we need to activate the spinnery. 12% full with 113,000 liters, which in our Riverbend Springs map, we were only getting what, like 60,000 per harvest? So that's really not bad, honestly. But 18 cotton for 6 fabric, that's really good. Let's see. We don't have clothes yet, so we're just doing fabric, and we'll end up selling those. We'll end up selling that fabric outright. I don't see us having the clothing factory. I don't think we do. But the canola's all done, so we can deactivate that. The wheat's almost done. The flour mill's almost done. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else. The corn dryer is all done. And unfortunately, it is the lowest month possible for dry corn. That's not good, but nonetheless, we'll sell in January and be fine with it. All right. Canola sale in December. Yep. So 125, we're looking at 133,000 for that. And then another 246,000, so about $300,000 already. We're making a lot of money. So, all right, let's get this trailer and tractor trailer back. And we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna meet y'all at the field for the corn silage. All right, it is time for corn silage. First time on Judith Plains. We've done this a couple times on Riverbend Springs. The only difference is we're not having to do silo compaction, so we're just going to be taking it to the fermenter and right back to the field. I went through and double checked everything. The biggest problem is that we don't have very much TMR. We only have 161,000, and the buffalo ended up eating through. They have like 20,000 liters left of that 200,000 that we put in there. So that is going to be a problem. Hopefully this silage ferments pretty quickly and we don't have to worry about it, but it's kind of sketch. So we're getting 97% yield, which is decent. It's not terrible. We've had worse. So we're going to get this knocked out right quick. Shouldn't take us very long. The only problem is I don't think we might have to do half this episode and half start on the beginning of the next episode. We'll probably have to do that. So just stay tuned for the next episode if you want to see this harvest finished out. But other than that, I'll see y'all here in a little bit.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
All right, we are all done with the headlands. This is, I think, the 4th load, maybe 3rd. We have 140,000 liters so far, 6,600 silage already. So we should be doing pretty okay on this harvest. But I'm gonna get this back over to the fermenter, and I'm gonna end this here. We are all done for this episode. So if you did like this video, make sure you hit that like button for me. Really shows that I'm making enjoyable content. Also, if you do enjoy this video and would like to see more of this type of content, or would like to stay updated for the series, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. It'll send you notifications on every time that I post this post for this series. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.